In my previous video, we were discussing homes like this that are being posted all over TikTok nowadays and the support that is happening in the comments. I made a small mention in the previous video that a lot of times the comments will be very, very supportive, being like, oh, well, they're trying. Oh, well, they're trying to do better. They're obviously cleaning.
That's nasty.
Doing your best. And like this comment says, I see happy babies. You're doing your best, mama. And that is the biggest problem of all. The reason that these homes are becoming so familiar to people online is because they're getting the praise and recognition to stay in that kind of state of living.
Fact.
In my previous video, I also mentioned the biggest thing for me is the fact that in homes like this, almost all the time, there are children and there are pets. So the children was my biggest fight in my last video because a lot of kids will actually carry some kind of trauma with them in the future. This whole concept of like, oh, the children look happy. Oh, they're fed. They're fine is so damaging.
He ain't lying.
Because neglect doesn't start and stop at just being fed. It doesn't start and stop that they have toys or things that they don't need within the home. If the home is not clean, if it is truly filthy, because there is a huge difference between average day messes that we all have. There's clutter that we all have, but when it turns to filth and disgust, that's when we cross the line.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
Oftentimes what happens with children who live in situations like this is one of two things. They either adapt the same habits or they are so traumatized that they almost take on a type of OCD where they can't live like this and they have so much anxiety-induced trauma from living like this that they have to have a clean home, almost in an unhealthy way, the opposite end. I want to go back to the messy homes though, because a lot of times what happens in these really messy homes with the children is they are actually to blame. Parents will have children and then they just take the focus of how dirty their house already was well before the children, and they start blaming it on the children. As the children get older, it becomes their responsibility to keep up with the cleanliness. And in my personal experience, children will try to find a clean, safe space for themselves in situations like this. And what ends up happening majority of the time is even the spaces that they try to keep clean and they try to have a safe space in end up looking exactly like this again because the parent has a problem. And something that is so devastating to a child is when you do the hard work and you clean and you get it the way that you would want it, and it turns out in a couple of days to be just as messy, if not messier than before, the sheer heartbreak and devastation that that brings on to a child, knowing that their hard work didn't actually pay off, is so traumatizing. All that to say, you can't change my mind that living in a home like this is ever going to be safe for not only the adults, but the children, the pets, and anyone around them. Something that I think parents in these situations need to remember is if your children can't invite people over to your home and feel confident and comfortable, that's a problem. If you have a mental disorder that causes your home to look like this, that is recognized. But what we also have to recognize is you have to put things aside when children come into the picture. And while it may be very difficult for you, your children can't consent to living like this. There has to be a way that you find means to have a clean and safe environment for them.
This lady right here is a saint, and I couldn't have said it better myself, just to be honest. When it comes to cleanliness and stuff like that, people do fall off. People have situations where they're not able to get to it as soon as they'd like to. Depression, loss of a job. There's so many things that can happen that can make you, to some degree, kind of not pay attention to your surroundings. With that being said, though, all of the cases I'm about to show you, in my opinion, are extreme. And like this lady is saying in this video here, for those who don't know, this lady does like basically deep cleaning on TikTok. She basically goes into people who have like hoarding homes. I don't know if she does it with a company or not. She goes in, she cleans their house, And I'm glad she's speaking up about this because she's seeing houses like this all the time. And I've noticed that if you're giving people the incentive to go on TikTok and monetize these homes, which is why you're seeing a rise of homes in this condition. I'm not saying that the people wouldn't still have their homes in this condition if that wasn't the case. But if you give a person a way to monetize that, of course they're going to do that. So I'm almost thinking that to some degree, they're probably leaving the home like that and letting it get that bad to have something, to have content basically. And that's sad, man. Like, a lot of these people, like she touched on, they have kids, they have pets and stuff like that. Like, there's all types of stuff walking around the house. Now, typically, you don't see videos like this of men because I don't know, like it's just not in our DNA to post stuff like this. In most cases, I'm not saying it's impossible to find it, but typically, it's not something like you're not gonna find it if you're just searching the web. Like, it's very hard to find videos of men doing this type of stuff. Regardless of the fact, 100%, if you living like this, it's you got some, either it's a mental disorder or you just nasty, for lack of better terms.
I'm not gonna lie, I was super scared to post this, but I don't know why, because just as quick as my house get dirty is as quick as I clean it up. Perfect people be like, that don't happen in 2 days. Trust me, with 4 kids, toddlers running around dropping food everywhere, nobody picks up after themselves, it can, baby. As a stay-at-home mom, y'all know we could go downstairs to clean something up. By the time we back upstairs, it done total whole upstairs up. And sometimes I have to walk past that shit for my own mental health. Especially my autistic son's room. I will clean that whole room, organize everything top to bottom, and an hour later he will dump every toy bucket out. It becomes overwhelming, so I just let him do him, and I'll clean it like every 2 days. Now, if you're so perfect and you had the energy to chase your kids around and pick up everything, then kudos to you, but I'm just not perfect. Junior has been going to summer school, and we've been going to work with my husband every day. Y'all know how it is when you're moving quick with a lot of kids in and out of the house. It be toe up. But as long as you take the time to clean it, you all right with me. I washed everybody's bedding. I washed at least 12 loads. Now I could take me a bath in my big tub and relax in my silk sheets. Good night, y'all.
Okay, so this lady here, I give her somewhat of a pass because I don't know anything about autistic children. I don't know how they function, and for all I know, it could be a hassle having to clean up behind the autistic child and try to keep that all together. But with that being said, you should not be doing that by yourself. Lord knows her story when it comes to where the father's at and all that good stuff. We're not gonna get into all that. I'm just saying that he should be there in some capacity. And the reality of this is, even to me, this is still a little overboard. Like I said, with the autistic kid, give you some of a pass. The rest of it, nah, don't make sense to me.
Don't judge me. Okay, just don't judge me. Honestly. So this was my room. Yeah. It was it's something. That is for sure.
Nigga, did you know that I can see you?
But over the weekends, of course, it was Easter weekend last weekend, and I really don't know. I know you guys are gonna be like, how does this happen? And I can't really tell you. It just happens. And
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Why?
it happens so fast. It's ridiculous. But this was what I decided that I was going to work on yesterday, which is my bedroom. The kids' rooms also need cleaned up, but we will get to those. Okay, my bedroom, I mean, you couldn't even walk in here. It was so bad. There's so much trash on the floor.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Candy wrappers. There was a Pop-Tart stuck to my floor and open. Reese's peanut butter cups. Like, it was absolutely... I will say this one took me about an hour to get done, which is a little bit longer than it does usually take me. Usually cleaning my bedroom only takes about like 35 minutes.
Disintegrate the app. Matter of fact, throw the phone away.
So this one was about 55 minutes. So a little bit more than what it usually takes. But of course, you know me, I made it look really, really good once I was all done with it. That being said, it's not perfect, okay? Like, there's still... It's not perfect. I didn't wipe down the tables and stuff like that in here. I picked it up and I vacuumed. All right, like that was it. Good enough. All right, it's good enough. I don't know. A lot of you are gonna be like, but we just saw you clean your room like last week, and you sure did. Yes, that is correct. This is just, oh my God, this room ran away from me so fast over the last few days, and I literally, I've been like, I can't even walk in this bedroom right now. Like, I have got to get this cleaned, and I really wasn't in the mood to do shit yesterday. Like, I was tired, my asthma was acting up, I was just feeling entirely drained, and I did not want to do this, but I was like, I cannot possibly look at this bedroom like this any longer. It has got to be done. If you've made it this far, I do want to ask you to please push all of the buttons for me. Comments, give me a good comment. Tell me where you're from. Because your girl's not getting views right now, and I need views. That cat is alive. He's just a lazy bum. Okay? He looks like that currently right now also. But yeah, my views have been low, and y'all, I'm just trying to support my family, okay? I need the likes, I need the engagement. Y'all blew up my post yesterday. Like, the views still on it are only like 35,000 views, I think, last time I checked. But the engagement has been wonderful. So I appreciate that. Because your girl's broke. We gotta get these views up, okay? I got some bills to pay. And aside from the bills to pay, my goal with doing this, with doing the content creating, I really want to update and renovate my house. You know, we did the carpet already, but there's this house is old. Okay, she old, and she needs a lot of work, and it's something that we can't afford. So I just need to get the views back up so I can be paying the bills, and I can start doing some stuff to this house because it needs it. Okay.
We got to stop celebrating mediocrity and bring back shame. I wholeheartedly believe that's the only way that we're going to get past this version of society. And I understand everybody's just trying to make money, but this has got to be stopped. There's certain things that are just detrimental to your downfall, and I believe that this is one of them, man. And if you see the comments, man, I'm gonna start clipping the comments so you guys can see them, because it's like, at least you got up and cleaned, and bro, it should have never been like that. Like, at no point should it have been like that. Are we serious now? Look at the things that this is like participation trophy level of acceptance is what we're doing right now. And I believe that that's a huge part of the problem. We got to fix it. It's too much.
Hello and welcome back to yet another thrilling episode of Cleaning with Bree. I'm your host, Bree. This is my house, and yeah. So if you follow along, I've been doing little updates on this, but I've been working on a free cleaning since Friday.
Cap.
For a mama friend of mine who is in desperate need of some help. And so if you if you don't know anything about me, here's the deal. If I do stuff all day long and I'm going all day long, I am not cleaning my house when my kids go to bed.
Jesus Christ.
Hell no. Like, if I'm tired, I'm gonna sit my happy ass on my couch and watch a movie and scroll on TikTok. Like, that's what I'm gonna do if I'm fucking doing stuff all day long. I'm not coming home and doing shit. Okay?
This camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
It's not happening. So, of course, though, the whole house had been destroyed, and a cat shredded a whole roll of toilet paper, and there were just toys everywhere, and this laundry's been sitting for too long. And so, yesterday, we tackled all of it. And look, we tackled all of it together. For those that say my kids don't help, sometimes they do. Yesterday, swear my oldest two were so helpful yesterday in getting everything done. Not only like were they helping me in the main living areas and Amber helped me with the laundry, they cleaned their own rooms and I did not have to clean those rooms. Are they clean to my satisfaction? No, absolutely not. But they're
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f you think you is?
cleaned enough, you know, so we'll take it as a win, right? That's what we're here to do. Just take it as a win. So with the free cleaning that I've been doing, I told you guys I'm not recording it. It is a friend of mine, and she's been going through a lot mental health wise, and y'all are mean, okay? And she just didn't think that, and I totally get that. I have days where I want to come through my phone and slap some people around, but I don't. Okay. I try to stay as nice as possible. But we've got a lot of work done and we've got still more to do. I am going to go work on carpets tomorrow evening. So I just want to try to get everything as caught up as I could in the time that I am actually going to be home and have the energy to do this. So I did a lot yesterday. All right. I made the whole house look nice and I didn't mop the floor because I had bad luck with that last time. So I think the floor it's clean enough. It's fine.
Stop it. Get some help.
But I did vacuum. There was styrofoam. I don't know who got a hold of styrofoam or where the styrofoam came from. But there was styrofoam everywhere, and then the whole roll of toilet paper. That tiny little orange shithead shredded it. It was everywhere. So we got that done. I wouldn't say I'm where I want to be at. I really, really need to get through all this fucking laundry, but I at least got all the clean stuff put away, and we're gonna get to it. And those totes go up into the attic. That's all our Christmas stuff, and the other totes are the yard sale stuff because we're slowly starting to pull stuff out of that front bedroom and try to get it more situated. We're getting there. It's a long process. I haven't been home. My husband hasn't been home. Like, he really hasn't been home. Poor guy. He's working his ass off. But we're getting somewhere, okay? We are making progress, even though it doesn't look like I feel productive. I don't care if you think I'm productive or not. Anyway, here's my final product. Make sure you like and follow along.
You know, this house that this lady's cleaning here, this house looks pretty big. Like, maybe she might want to downgrade because it looks like she only has 2 kids. So it's like, I don't know if she needs a house that big. Not my business. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what her finances is. I don't know the lady. I'm just saying the house seems pretty big, and if you're complaining about cleaning, the only thing I can think of is downsizing, if it's possible. Regardless of the fact, I mean, all of these people do end up cleaning the house because that's the whole point of the video. So for all those people who are going to be in the comments like, oh, at least they clean the house, that's the point, to show the before and after. And the last thing I got to say, man, is that hopefully this just stop being a trend because that's what it's become right now. It's pretty much a trend that for people to have a dirty home, go on the internet, put their, business out there and upload these videos. So I don't know, maybe we could make online great again. I don't know. It's crazy. Anyway, for those who enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified the next time that I upload. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here.